Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Imran Riaz Khan to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Imran Riaz Khan's words. First of all, let me play an audio for you. This is of a military officer. I think he's a captain, Captain Emaan. This woman is giving a speech in front of children. These days the military establishment is on a mission to go among children in uniform, interact with them about their institution, and try to shape their perceptions, particularly about the army's role in politics. People often ask why the army plays a role in politics. Why does the army overthrow governments? Why does the army commit human rights violations? The military establishment believes that it should not be part of such things, so they go to the students and try to correct the negative opinion that has formed about the army. First, listen to what this lady had to say. She is likely Captain Emaan and is associated with the Pakistani army. Let's hear what she said first, and then I will share some truths with you. You know, the Pakistan Army has an important course called the Staff College, and there is a book on each of the wars of 1965 and 1971. Do you know what is in those books? They don't just praise themselves. What they contain is accountability. Everything is accountable in these books. Every officer of the Pakistan Army goes through these books. Why? The first thing is self-accountability in this institution. Secondly, I never said that whatever the army does is right. What I said is that whatever the army does, it does it in the public interest. Some of us always seek validation. But who is the strong woman in class who everyone idolizes? Who are the ones who don't need validation? Who have clarity in their minds about what is right and what is wrong? Where we stand today, is it because of the Pakistan Army? No, it's not. Where we stand today is the collective effort of every institution. I am Pakistan. I am Pakistan. Do not ask what your country has done for you. Always seek and ask what you have done for your country. I am Pakistan. Well, the audio had some intense background music. So, what is this lady actually saying? A few points are important. First, she is saying that there is self-accountability in the Pakistan Army. She mentions the books that are studied at the Staff College on the 1965 and 1971 wars, which she claims contain self-accountability, meaning an internal process of accountability. But I would like to ask, if these books on the 1971 war contain this accountability chapter, then let's see it. The nation deserves to know what went wrong at that time. The country split, and the Pakistani army made a historical surrender. 90,000 soldiers laid down their arms. This was the most massive surrender in history, especially as it happened in East Pakistan. The chapter on this should be made public. There is also the Rahman Commission report, which points out who was responsible at that time. It documents how the military dictator Khan split Pakistan, what his priorities were, and many books have been written on that. We want to see the accountability of the military regarding the events of 1971. If there was accountability in this institution, then why has martial law been imposed 4 times by the military? Why have 4 dictators come who fractured the constitution of Pakistan and violated the law? Was there any accountability for them? No. The institution repeatedly created and overthrew governments. Was there any accountability? No. People were forcibly disappeared. Was there accountability for that? No. There have been countless incidents under this institution. Political parties are formed and then the military gets involved in politics. Is the involvement in all of this right? Was there accountability for these actions? No. Pervez Musharraf was sentenced to death after his term and was even said to be hanged after his death. Was there accountability for that? The judge who gave that verdict was later targeted. So, the story of self-accountability in the institution, as claimed by this lady, is just a narrative in the books. The things that the military establishment has done to Pakistan, to its politics and its citizens, there has been no accountability for any of it. If there had been accountability, then no second dictator would have come. After Ayub Khan, there was Yahya Khan. After him came Zia-ul-Haq, then Pervez Musharraf, and after him, martial law continued to exist in the background. Even today, Imran Khan calls it martial law. The story of self-accountability is good in theory, but children today are not fools. They are aware of the reality in Pakistan. They will not believe in your textbooks and recycled lectures. Whether delivered by a woman or a man, whether it's in the name of a saint or an officer, it will not matter. What will matter is action. It will matter when you start working properly, doing your job. Secondly, The lady claims that whatever the army does, whether good or bad, is done in the public interest. But who is the army to decide what the public interest is? The first question is, you have no authority under the Constitution to decide what the public interest is. The army is not authorized to make decisions about the people's interests. You are simply a paid force. The nation pays you a salary, and your duty is to protect the country and serve under a civilian government, as Muhammad Ali Jinnah said. So how did you start deciding what is in the public interest? How did you begin to take decisions on behalf of the people? Was rigging the elections in the public interest? Was forcibly disappearing citizens, poets and activists in the public interest? Was creating a fake government under Form 47 in the public interest? Were the martial laws imposed in the public interest? You do not have the authority to decide what is in the public interest. This is a decision that elected representatives of the people should make, and whatever decision they make, you are bound by it. Whether you like it or not, you must implement it. You cannot decide public policy on your own. The Constitution of Pakistan does not allow that. So, your institution needs to function under the civilian government, and it needs to respect the decision-making authority of the public representatives. This lady officer made these claims, and her speech has received a harsh public reaction. I don't know who advises her to speak, but this is a highly controversial stance. If there was self-accountability within the military, people would believe that. But as I said, there has been no accountability for any of these actions, and people are aware of it. The army should not take decisions about public policy. It should simply serve under the legitimate government. All right, let's move on to the political situation. Khawaja Asif and Rana Sanaullah are working on a mission, and well, the entire government seems to be aligned with this mission. They are on the front foot, trying to project the message that the military is running the government. And interestingly, they have no objections to it. They repeatedly say this is a hybrid system, and honestly, they have no issues with it. The military is running the government with them, and it is interfering in politics. They also claim that whatever is happening to Imran Khan and PTI is not their doing, but the military's role. Both of them are speaking with clarity, but, you know, the choice of words is very important. Their message is clear. Actually, the problem lies not with the political parties, but with the military establishment. Both these ministers have made it clear that the military is responsible for Pakistan's current challenges. But the unfortunate thing is that they are part of this government. Despite this, they continue to downplay the military's role and try to project it in a neutral or positive light. There is no focus on Palestine, even though hundreds are dying in Gaza every day. Instead of discussing the mass killings of Palestinians, they are focusing on the Abraham Accords. This is the time to discuss peace for Palestine, not normalize relations with Israel. Now, let's talk about a scandal about car registration. SUVs are, very expensive. Vehicles that don't have an excise number get caught. Now, I'm going to reveal a scandal about how fake numbers were obtained for these vehicles. Non-custom vehicles are smuggled into Pakistan. Customs catch those vehicles. After catching them, the Customs Department auctions them, and through auctions, the vehicles are resold. People buy them. When they buy, they also get a receipt. Based on that receipt, they go to the Excise Department and show proof that they purchased the vehicle through auction. They say, so this is the chassis number, this is the engine number. Please validate this vehicle and issue its number. They get the number, the vehicle becomes legal, and people use the vehicle. Now, where is the scandal? The scandal is in two places. One is PSW, Pakistan Single Window, and the other is the Office of Director General Reforms and Automation, Mr. Imran Mohammed. If Mr. Imran Mohammed is asked and an inquiry is made, the whole matter will be uncovered. Hundreds of vehicles that Customs never caught have been registered. How did this happen? In just 6 months, this game has been played rapidly. Non-custom illegal vehicles are imported into Pakistan, usually coming from Afghanistan. These are expensive vehicles, some worth crores. These vehicles enter Pakistan without paying any kind of tax. Customs do not catch them, but the database is misused. Fake entries are made into the customs system using the database. The officer whose ID is used doesn't even know that their ID has been misused. The people who use the database, along with those at Pakistan Single Window and Director General Reforms and Automation, Imran Mohammed's system, secretly enter these records and make illegal vehicles legal by issuing fake receipts. No one gets wind of this. Hundreds of vehicles have been legalized this way, causing a loss of billions to Pakistan's treasury. I challenge Pakistan's administration to conduct an inquiry. You will find hundreds of vehicles. This has been happening very quickly over the last 6 months. Illegal vehicles are imported and sold in the market. They simply make one computer entry, insert it into the database, issue a fake receipt, and the buyer takes that receipt to excise and obtains a legal number plate for the vehicle. Then the vehicle is sold in the market. Many such vehicles are being sold. This is a serious crime. I have laid this crime in front of you today. I have also named one person, Imran Mohammed. Investigate him. Ask him what is going on. Tell him to produce all data and check how many vehicles were auctioned and how many vehicles were registered without auction. It can easily be caught. For example, say 100 vehicles have numbers. Check how many of those were auctioned and had ads. You will find only a few vehicles were auctioned and sold legally. Where did the rest come from? The rest all have fake entries. This is an easily catchable scandal. Any honest officer investigating this will expose everything in 5 days, and at least 4 or 5 key people will go to jail. I'm telling you this up front. This is a huge, shocking scandal. Next time, I will tell you about what they have done inside containers and what role Ishaqdar Sahib played in it. Today, I have exposed this scandal. Nazreen Bushra Ansari Sahiba gave a statement. She is already very respected in my heart, but what she said shows courage. Nowadays, when people cannot speak out, people like Anwar Maqsood Sahib or Bushra Ansari speak bravely. She said, 2 mothers stood before you. One is Dr. Yasmin Rashid, and the other is Usman Dar's mother. If their dignity had been respected, the nation would have been proud of your manliness. I say this to all the big men here. Your manhood was visible because you were afraid of 2 women. Those who are the target of this message should understand and be alert. Why are they fighting with women? I'm talking about Nawaz Sharif, a man who only looks after his interests and constantly tries to prove the army's role in politics. Although you say no one is doing any subtle crimes, these 2 widows have been oppressed and targeted for their resistance. They were imprisoned and tortured. Bushra Ansari is saying here that your manhood was visible. You got scared of 2 women. Now, Nazreen, Zaban Ilyas, a close associate of Imran Khan and social media handler living abroad, says Pakistan's military-backed government is committing serious human rights violations against Imran Khan in jail. The former Prime Minister is kept in isolation for 22 to 23 hours daily. His weight has dangerously dropped. Doctors aren't allowed to meet him, he can't talk to his sons properly, and he's not given the books he wants. These are the things causing Imran Khan distress. Nazreen says that, surprisingly, prices of items used by the rich have decreased in Pakistan's new budget, like SUVs, expensive pets, imported food and luxury items. Duties on imports have been reduced to give comfort to the upper class. Meanwhile, essentials like ghee, sugar and oil, which poor people use, remain expensive with no subsidies or relief. Nazreen also reported on a gathering in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, where many expressed grievances, saying Punjab is oppressive and people there are suffering. Some complained about being called traitors despite sacrifices for Imran Khan. Shahid Khattak openly criticised leaders like Barrister Gaur, Salman Akram Raja and Ali Amin Gandapur, urging them to focus on Imran Khan's release and explain their plan clearly. Ali Amin Gandapur claimed that according to army surveys, Imran Khan's popularity is between 88 and 93%. He also challenged that if Imran Khan's mandate is destroyed by the government, he would quit politics. This challenge confused many, as he seemed to dare the government to topple itself. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, or PTI, still holds a majority and no forward bloc against it is visible. Attempts will be made to divide them, but those who break will bury their political careers. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's people won't let that happen. The question is, PTI's original mission was to free Imran Khan. Now, instead of just focusing on freeing him, the government is challenged to fall first. People gave PTI power to release Imran Khan. They had no other interest. PTI members say the public never questions other governance issues, but only asks, when will Imran Khan be freed? What is the plan to free him? PTI members acknowledge internal disagreements, but emphasize that to move forward, they must unite and send a strong message to free Imran Khan. Their new strategy is to stage sit-ins wherever they are to make the whole country stop functioning. If that happens, the government will fall in 3 days, and Pakistan will demand Imran Khan's release. They believe if 50% of Imran Khan's supporters come out and sit peacefully on streets across Pakistan, the system will be forced to release him. Following Imran Khan's advice from jail is the only way to bring the establishment under control and solve the crisis. That wraps up our translation of Imran Riaz Khan's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.